Hello everyone and welcome back. Sorry, I'm still in my work clothes, so I put a dressing gown on just so that I'm not sitting in my Asda top. But yeah, my hair is more of a mess now. It wasn't actually this bad while I was at work, but I feel like it's just gotten worse. But I thought it'd be fun. I can see the guinea pigs. They're waiting because I'm rustling this and they think I have food, but I do not. Um, but I was thinking of doing a little spend the night with me. I hope this is not a jarring angle because the way that this ring light looks right now, I feel like it could be kind of jarring, so I'm really sorry if it is. So I tried to make an effort for work today, so I thought it would be fun to have just a little. Well, my skin looks really red there. I feel like my skin has been so sensitive lately, not gonna lie. To literally everything. I don't know if a lot of the people that subscribe are on YouTube. This is YouTube. I mean Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. I've had a lot of issues with skincare stuff burning my skin under my eyes, but I don't know if I've been went through a phase of overly cleaning my face. So I don't know if I broke maybe the skin barrier or something. And I'm genuinely trying to do this in the phone screen, so I don't know if I'm doing a very good job, not gonna lie, so it's probably gonna look a bit dodgy, but I thought it would be fun to, and I feel like this is fallen because I feel like the angle is shifted a bit. Hold on. Good, I will fix it properly in a sec. Okay, there we go, I fixed it. But yeah, so that wasn't fun. But anyway, so I thought it would be maybe a fun idea because I forgot to vlog on Saturday when I went out. It's so cute. They're listening to me because they're like, oh, she's doing this and she doesn't do this often. Especially with the ring light, I've not done this in a while on here, so because all their stuff's everywhere, one thing at a time. But yeah, so I thought it would be fun to, sorry, I get so distracted. So I thought it would be fun to have a little spend the night with me kind of self-care kind of night, because I wanted to keep it real with you guys, because I feel like a lot of my content is at the minute is just oh my god, so many great things are happening, and they are, but I just wanted to keep it real. I have had an awful day, an awful day. I mean, in the sense of how I felt, the day hasn't actually gone too bad if you really look at it, to be honest. It hasn't actually been the worst day, it's just more how I felt. So I thought it would be kind of a good video to be transparent and show obviously I still have days where I'm not feeling my best, and I kind of just need to really focus on taking care of myself, because I have not been very good at that for a while, to be honest. So I'm just gonna take my makeup off, and I was gonna go for a quick shower because I feel with the type of material that this polo is and the trousers, it was really warm today outside, and I just feel I just sweated so much. And I was I need to get the sweat off of me right now, because I feel I stink a little bit. Did you ever just get some of those days where you just, or just in general senses of, sorry, this is gonna look so wild for right now, but it's just so that I can get all this mascara off before I go in the shower. But if anyone who's ever just because the problem is, right, I feel sorry, I'm not very good at getting my words out for some reason, which is usually the case. But for me, I find that I really try to deal with a lot of my problems or how I feel on my own. I'm not very good at reaching out and talking to people, because I think, it's probably not that big of a problem. It's not that deep, it's fine, I'll get on with it. So then I get on with it, and then eventually what happens is, because I've not reached out and spoke to someone about how I feel, it then all comes crashing down and hits me like it did today. because I spent most of my day crying about like everything. To be honest, like quite frankly, everything just hit me today, and I've just spent like so much time just crying. And I think that is just like it's not great that I do that, because I was like, I think as well, like it doesn't help that I have been so busy, and you know, I've just been on the go like non-stop, like doing stuff, and it's great because it's things I want to do, like a lot of the things like with rehearsals and performing and stuff like that. But I always find that when I overdo it and get a bit burnt out emotionally and physically, I notice that, and I like don't take the time to, hi, he's gonna run away back in his cage. Yeah, well, it's open, like it's not, they're not enclosed in, they have basically taken over my room. But sorry, I can't get this, keep getting distracted. I also find that too, like I get more distracted and unable to focus when I'm overwhelmed and like not okay, so I'm really sorry. But like, what even was I saying? Yeah, like there's so much been going on and happening. I feel like I just get so overwhelmed sometimes, like with how things are, because I feel like I haven't really been, I've been trying to manage everything, like trying to manage the shows, rehearsals, work, trying to figure out whatever's happening with Greg and me, like a social life with friends, like trying to like keep on top of that, spend time with my family, like, and it's all just become like a lot. And that's what I was trying to say, like I do find that like when I'm trying to like manage all of this and navigate it, I always find that my mental health takes a bit of a dip. And I just like kind of go back to like overthinking things or taking things maybe a bit more personally than I usually would, because I do feel like I have got myself to a really like secure place mentally. But any time that I'm like overwhelmed to the point of like this, where I just like have to cry like for like the whole day basically, because everything's getting on top of me. Hi little baby. Sorry, I always have to say hi to them when they come out from under the bed. But yeah, like I always feel like it kind of, I just have to cry like all the time. And I feel like, for an example, like, because yeah, sorry, I felt like I had got myself to like a really good place mentally, to like not take things as to heart as maybe I would before, or like I'd be able to brush things off and not like really overthink it to the point of like, oh, like what did they mean by that, or like, oh, that they must not like me because they've said this or done this, do you know what I mean? Like just like comments like being made about like a costume, for example. This actually did happen. But like, you know, I was so exhausted from all the traveling, work, previous shows, like all of that stuff, and like there's just comments made like, oh, like what size are you like in clothes, like blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, like a small, like an 8 or 10, just like really depends. And then it was just like kind of, I think because I think if the look wasn't there, it would have been fine, because it was kind of like a look up and down, but some people aren't aware that they do that, and it's fine. And then it was like, oh, it should fit. Most of the time people wouldn't take offense to that, and usually I probably wouldn't, like I'd be able to brush it off. But I noticed that when I get more overwhelmed and like emotional like this, because I'm burnt out, like I'm struggling to manage everything, that the anorexic part of my brain ignites, and that part of my brain is like, hi, remember me. Because I was just like, as soon as that was said, I was like, they were just trying to say that I wasn't thin enough, that I'm this and I'm that. And then I just felt really down about myself, because it was also in the same like sort of time when that person said to me, basically tried to imply that I wasn't pretty, and I was like, really not feeling myself. So I think that also just got me down a lot. A combination of people thinking, but then it's like weird because this was also before I got my hair done, and everyone's complimenting me, and then it's like a weird combination of what the frick is going on. but that is something I've always like been confused by, because I'm like, why, no matter how good of a place I get with my food relationship with food and my body image, because I've been really trying to work really hard on like speaking to myself in like a really nice way, to be like, okay, but it's okay to feel like this, but you know, it's not the end of the world, like it's okay, like we can feel like this, like we just need to move on from it, sort of thing. Or like when I feel like down about like how I look or whatever, like I'll be like, yeah, but we're cute, like we look cute today. Or like I'll try to make more of an effort to be like, yeah, well, we look cute today, or we look nice, or I love my outfit, or like, oh look, my makeup's nice today. Or like I'll just give myself like nice compliments, which I would never do. Like I don't be like, oh my god, I look ugly, or oh my god, I look gross. But like it's so important, I think, about how we talk to ourselves, especially when we're not having a good day. And I think that's how I got through today, because I was like, look, it's okay to feel these things, allow ourselves to feel it, and tomorrow is a new day. But because we feel like this, it doesn't mean that today has been a completely awful day, because there were some really nice moments in today too. So yeah, I think sometimes it's like that, isn't it though? Like we have these hard days, and sometimes we think, oh my god, like this was the worst day ever, like oh my god, like it's just going to be one of those things. And like I do get really scared of feeling intense emotions sometimes, because while I was growing up I did suffer with depression. So it's like, it is like one of those lines of, oh, is this a depressive episode, or am I just feeling normal emotions, and like trying to balance it. I mean, I've been pretty okay for like quite a long while. I haven't like done an updated video actually. Like I did a video, like I can link it in the description, if because it was like when I first started my channel. I did a little get to know me, and I kind of spoke about the mental health side of things. So a lot of people might not actually know that unless you obviously follow me on Instagram or whatever. Like I am very open about mental health and things, because I think like, you know, so many people suffer with it, and so many people just want to not feel alone. So I think it is important to like talk about it, and talk about it openly. Although I do sometimes get a bit more conscious of when I talk about the fact that I used to have anorexia, because I don't want to just be known as that person, but I also would like to help people know that it's possible to recover at the same time. So it's trying to find the balance, because like, yeah, like you just don't want that to be consumed about who you are, if that makes sense. Like, oh yeah, she was the girl who like whatever, do you know what I mean? So I don't want people to think that I'm trying to make it my personality, because there isn't anything else about me. It's like, oh well, she just has to talk about that, do you know what I mean? And sorry, I ramble a lot when I'm like, my brain's a bit like, and my dad was like, has this lion's mane that he's been raving on about. See, before it became like really popular, my dad was talking about this all the time, and that ashwagandha, like that's all he spoke about. And then not long after, like he kept hyping it up, and he'd heard about it, it became like this really popular thing, and I was like, my dad was in the know before everyone else. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun to have like a little self-care time with me, because I do not do this. Like I really like don't do this. Like my self-care usually is I come home, have dinner, watch TV with my family, speak to them, whatever, like come up to bed, watch a couple videos on my phone, and just like pass out. Like that is all I do. Like that is not okay. It's really not the vibe. So I have a bunch of face masks, but I don't know, there's a little foot mask too. I think I might do a little foot mask. I've been intrigued by this, so I've not done that yet. So I was like, why not? Don't worry, I'm not getting my toes out. I hate feet so much. So there'll be no foot OnlyFans happening from here. But this has been quite fun, even though I've just rambled, because I was feeling like really down, but I feel like YouTube always makes me feel better. So like, this is no joke. Like I have a whole stash that I just don't use. I feel like I really want to use a sheet mask though, because I really don't have the energy, just to keep it real, to like put it on my face and like peel it off or whatever. There's a few like non-peel ones, so let's just take the cream ones and the peely ones away. Shove that there. avocado nourishing, and this one's soothing, and this one's moisturizing. Ooh, this one has green tea and chamomile and avocado. This one's marshmallows or something, and this one is dreamy donut. I don't know, maybe we'll go with the avocado one. Yeah, made in Korea. Oh my god, I love that. So I just keep throwing them. I need to go. But see, like when you're overwhelmed, like it's just so hard to like keep up with your room and your washing. Like this is why I'm sitting here. I was debating showing you guys how bad it is, but I really don't want that humiliation for myself. But it's bad. I've not been able to keep on top of it. Like I've been able to keep on top of the guinea pigs' own stuff, but like the fluorite with their cage has not been up to date. Like there's hay everywhere. Like, I mean, that's just inevitable with guinea pigs, really. There's just so much hay. But yeah, I'll go have a shower, and well, a very quick shower. I need to wash my hair tomorrow. Can't be bothered doing it tonight. And I'll come back and chill with you guys with a face mask. I wonder what else we can do to make this more interesting. I don't know, but we'll have a face mask and a wee foot mask, and we'll catch up again. I am back out of the shower. Threw my hair up in a bun, so it's kind of like a mess. Just please do not pay attention to the mess that is there, which is the washing I still need to catch up on. Oh, I could hear the guinea pigs. I was like, huh? I was trying to get it out the road, but it's not working out. It was like this type of angle, and I feel like that's not the best angle, so I'm like, you know what, YOLO. I feel like that just makes it like worse. We don't want to see it fully. I just thought about this though, like, what is that noise? I swear it's not the guinea pigs. That's really kind of annoying me. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so I just realised that when I put this on my face, I might not be able to talk, so that is really smooth brain. Also, I feel like I might not finish my sentence, which I feel like happens a lot when my brain gets a bit like overwhelmed and stuff. But my dad recommended me to take lion's mane to help calm me down, so I gave that a go, and I feel like it has helped in some capacity, so that is a bonus. And I also want to clarify, when the comment that I mentioned happened, I don't think it was meant with like for it to come across that way, but I think because I was feeling the way that I was feeling, like just really tired and just like at the start of feeling overwhelmed, I think that's why my brain kind of just like entered the chat essentially. If it doesn't work, I will put a timer on and come back after 15 minutes. Oh my god, these are like so, I forgot how wet these get, like obviously to be like your face and all that. I feel like I've had this face mask for maybe too long. Also, I forgot that I actually butcher putting these on. I always miss the nose bit. Right, I need to make sure I don't rip this. This is supposed to be a fun, relaxing activity, and yeah, I'm butchering it. Okay. I never know how to do this correctly. Oh, it smells really nice. Oh, it's cold. I hope my face doesn't come out in a reaction, actually. Oh, I forgot about the nose bit again. I always forget about this bit. Like it has like a, oh, this is going so well. Okay. I'll come back in 15 minutes. Because I don't think you want to see don't think you want to see me like this. So, I mean, it's not the worst look going, you know. There's worse looks we could have, but I feel like it's kind of disturbing seeing me like this because it's just I can't take myself seriously, so I think I'm gonna have to let you guys go for like 15 minutes and come back, and I'll just like chill. Like, I don't know why, do you ever just like put a face mask on and lie down in your bed to just be like, pretend you're like at the spa, because same, and I'm gonna go do that. So I'll see you guys in 15 minutes. It's been 15 minutes. My face looks so glowy and great. I got most of the stuff from it, like dripped everywhere, like no exaggeration. It was not vibey to say the least, but it felt nice though to just relax, although I'm feeling like so tired. But like it's so common for me to feel super tired, especially like if I sit in bed or like in bed, my instant reaction is to like sleep. But it'll be interesting to see though, like at least, yeah, because like next month I have my appointment to see obviously if I have chronic fatigue syndrome, because I don't know if that one is going to be like what that's going to entail, or if it probably won't be right away though, that I'll find out. Because I was thinking that I was like, it's probably not being a good time for me by doing all these things if I have chronic fatigue syndrome. I'm just being like so busy. I know I just did a catch up video and I'm like, everything's great, oh my god, and then it's like self-care, sad times. I have this book somewhere about focusing on like doing your inner healing work, so I might try and do that before I fall asleep, because I did find some of the exercises that I did before I forgot about it were helpful, and it's a good way to kind of like oh, hold on, I'll go get it. I got it. It's called it's actually just called The Shadow Work Journal. It's like a guide to integrate and transcend your shadows by Keela Shaheen. So confront your fears and learn to love yourself with the Shadow Work Journal as your guide. So I did start this. When did we start this? Because I have the thing, it tells you like you write it. Oh, I started this on the 25th of the 3rd of this year and forgot about it, so it's not accurate. Basically. I didn't end up doing the fit mask though. I'm like, feel my eyes are like so heavy and I'm like, oh my god, so bad. But I feel a lot better. Like, from probably help from the Lion's Mane, to be fair too, but like just sitting down to do a YouTube video just made me like feel better, as like the more I got into it, just made me feel happy to create content, even though I feel like I waffled a whole bunch. But I will link that old video where I was talking about things, but if you guys would want an updated version of that where I talk about mental health, or like you have specific requests from that department, I'm more than happy to do that, because I think it's such an important topic to talk about. Because it's weird, like it's not even that I feel like my anxiety is getting bad again, it's more so just I get overwhelmed to the point where I like just get like sad or like overwhelmed to the point where I cry. And like a lot of people will come up to me and be like, do you have ADHD? And I'm like, well, I don't think so, like I'm not diagnosed with it, so I can't say that. Oh my god, it's actually so much of this on my bed. I put my guinea pig bedding on, the Halloween one. I just borrowed a bed sheet from the other clean bed sheets that I had, because I forgot to get one to match this, but it's so cute. I'll show you the pillow. This will show you what's like on it. It's from Asda. My friend Chloe got me them for just a gift, I think, for Halloween there, so that was fun. Sorry, yawning so much. I've never been like diagnosed with ADHD, but people that like the girls that I went away with to London and Brighton, they were like, one of the girls was like, are you sure you don't have ADHD? We hadn't even spoke about me having ADHD, but she was like, are you sure you don't have ADHD, because like you just seem like you do. And I was like, well, that I'm aware of, like, but I feel like I haven't, like, there's been times when I've thought, well, there's maybe things that I think that could, like, after my sister Molly kept going on about it, I like looked into a little bit and I was like, well, that could be, but I don't really know, like, I'm not gonna self-diagnose myself, sort of thing. But after this week, and just the fact of how overwhelmed I've got from like intense busyness, but also just mostly because like some things have not been very structured the last couple of days, and I've just felt like, oh my god, like this is, like, I've noticed that I can deal with chaos a little bit if it's productive chaos, but if it's non-productive chaos and it's not structured and it's just all disjointed, I then get like really overwhelmed and just like, it's just too much for my brain to handle, and I like have the cry, then I just like zone out. Yeah, my work day was not the greatest, like productivity wise, because I just kept zoning out and like overthinking things. I think that's like the problem with me as well, is when I don't talk about things, I like, once I do talk about things, the way that I deal with it is to talk about it, to process it, to understand it, if that makes sense. So it's not the greatest of situations, but we do things to get there. But I feel it feels nice to have prioritised myself in this situation, and I hope this wasn't too waffly and it was a helpful or useful video for you guys. I don't know what the right word in that situation is, not gonna lie, so I'm just like throwing a bunch of words and hoping that they're right. I'm too tired, honestly, but just know that it is okay to feel sad. It is okay to feel emotions that aren't happy, positive emotions all the time. Like, if you heard that's the guinea pigs running around, like, we are not robots, we are humans. We are gonna feel all the emotions, and sometimes we won't know why we feel these things until we're kind of forced to sit with it and kind of like unravel why we feel like that. And I think it is important to kind of sit with these feelings and allow ourselves to feel them and process them, and to not feel like it's the end of the world and like, oh my gosh, it's never going to get better. Obviously it is different if, you know, you have depression and other mental health issues that make you feel like that. Like, that's a whole different ball game. That's not what I mean. But just like, you know, if sometimes, like, if you have a bad day, sometimes it can feel like, oh my gosh, like this is gonna be like a consistent thing, like it's never gonna get better, like I'm gonna be stuck in like this rut and it's just gonna be like, you know, because it's so easy to like, it's like so easy to just spiral. I do that a bit, and just kind of fall into the thinking pattern of, this is like how things are gonna be, like I'm never gonna get out the other end and all that sort of stuff. But I do feel a bit better now that I've kind of like forced myself to take the time to like slow down, do a little face mask, have a little shower, you know, chat it out with my phone for YouTube. Definitely makes me feel better. I really hope this video works out and it's not just a load of rambling. I'm really sorry if it is, and if it is and you stay till the end, I really appreciate it. But I hope you guys are all well, and it's okay if you are not. I'm always here for you guys if you ever need me. My DMs on Instagram and Twitter, although I always forget, I'm not very good at replying on Twitter or X or whatever. So I wouldn't really recommend people to message me there. I'm usually more of an Instagram kind of replier, poster. So, which I can always link down in the description for anyone who would like it. But I am so tired. I'm gonna go to sleep and hopefully get this video out soon, and I will see you guys soon, and hope, and it will definitely be a bit more of an upbeat video hopefully than this, even though it kind of started off a bit like not the best. It kind of ended on a better note, which is always a good thing. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Goodbye.